Alright, welcome back, baby. This is going to be the next step in how to ink and print your styrofoam. So what are you going to need? You're going to need your styrofoam with your inscribing in it. You're going to need one piece of paper. You should have a total of 3 with your name and your class on the back. I'm just going to bring up one right now because all you need is one at a time. You're going to go up to the printing station where you will have the inking tray, which will look like this, and then beside it you will have this larger tray like that. And basically you will take some ink and put it onto the inking tray. Not a huge amount, kind of like that would be more than enough. Then you're going to take your roller, otherwise known as a brayer, and it may have already been like inked a little bit. You just need to make sure that there's enough ink on it. You don't want massive amounts of ink, and if there's too much ink, then just push it forward a little and leave it at the back. And there's a little sticky noise, kind of a tacky noise. That's what you want. And you want it to get evenly on the roller there. And you'll notice that different types of colors have different some will be easier to roll, some will be harder, so you just kind of got to get used to that. Anyway, you're going to put your styrofoam onto this plate here, and you're going to roll the ink on there. And you want to get a nice even coating of ink. And you're going to need to reapply. Now the idea is that the ink does not go into these holes. It may look like it's going into some of the holes, but it probably still shouldn't be printing. Okay, so I'm going to ink the whole thing, and as you start to see it get lighter, well, that's a sign that you need to get more ink onto your styrofoam. And you can go sideways and around. Right to the edges. A lot of people miss the edges. You may likely get ink on your fingers. So this is your notice now to not wear things to school when you have art that would be damaged if you were to get ink on them. Okay, so once I've done that, then you will you will walk back to your seat where you have your paper, okay, and you'll have a nice clean area. So let me clear this all off here. And you will go back to your seat and you will lay your styrofoam down, and on top of it, the side that is clear, not the side with your name, you'll lay onto the styrofoam so that it fits perfectly like that. And then what you'll do is you will take some scrap paper, and we do this just in case there's some ink, and you will press with your fingers. I recommend starting with the edges and then working your way in and pressing, kind of going side to side as if you're like mowing the lawn, because you don't want to not press on any parts. If you don't press on some parts, I'm just going to flip it around now, then the ink is not going to transfer fully. So I'm going to the edges first because those often get missed, and then I'm going to, as you can see, I'm moving from side to side kind of in a straight line to make sure I cover all areas. And that's basically it. Then you will simply peel off your print, and you will get the resulting, what we call impression, and you can see it's backwards. And then I'm done. And then I'm going to take it over to the drying rack, where you will place about 4 maximum on a rack, and then you're done. What do you do after this? You will go take your styrofoam, and you will take it to wash it off, and you'll go to the sink, wash it off completely, and then there's a circular table in the middle where you would dry it off, and then you can get going on a second color on a second sheet of paper and continue. Once you've done all 3 prints, different colors, then you'll be ready for the next step.